How are you doing? Roger Garrity here, and this recording is a summary of the development team's meeting on the 25th of October. In attendance were Gareth Barry, Lauren Smith, Conor O'Callaghan, Tara Congdon, Peter Farrell and Roger Garrity. So we started off with the actions that were agreed from the last meeting. So let's go through some of those actions. First up was Zeminar, which was an exhibition over 3 days in October, the 11th, the 12th and the 13th in the RDS in Dublin, and Roger, Tara, Alwyn and Peter were there for the 3 days. Zeminar was aimed at students between the ages of 15 and 19 years of age. Worthwhile doing. We had a good pitch and lots of people passing through having a go at tennis, and of course Alwyn got plenty of time talking to the teachers and giving out her details on the school's tennis initiative. We all agreed it was a good thing and that we should look at doing it again next year, except the suggestion was that next year we divide up 3 days between us. Next on the actions list, the team to work off the matrix they produced last December to update the club membership templates for each province and any other information that they can get on the club as they visit. You'll see the operational plan. That's part of the plan to get a baseline. Now, if we can't get the exact baseline from the club, we have to try our best to do an estimate. But we need either or, and that's the baseline we start with then as far as trying to increase the membership is concerned. The other thing that's included now in the operational plan is the non-affiliated clubs. So you need to look at the non-affiliated clubs in your region, find out as much as you can about them, who the contacts are, and then we need to set targets to try and get those clubs affiliated. So at the next meeting, that's the club development meeting, which is on the 24th of November, you need to provide a comment on the numbers that are in your clubs, and if any numbers have grown since you started. Then the club mark. Our aim is to get 2 clubs in our region that have signed up to the club mark so that we can help them to achieve the mark. Conor has drafted a proposal for the affiliated clubs and for the non-affiliated clubs, and we are looking at a suite of documents which we'll talk about a little bit later. As regards the ITN, Dave Barber is looking at recruiting a chairperson for the steering committee and should have that from the next board meeting. Munster are piloting the entries through ONOD, and he should shortly have all the entries to send to Daniel Muir to see what he can do with them. Kathy and Maria in the office are working away in the background, and the ladies in the Leinster are doing some progressive work as well. In relation to me attending some of your club meetings, Conor is setting up meetings either in Ennis or in Crosshaven. I'm going to Wexford with Peter, and we should have Castleknock sometime in November with Tara. Lauren is going to Butt Hall and Letterkenny this week, and is going to let Roger know of any future meetings that are coming up that are worth his while attending. Galway have huge development plans, and Garrett is waiting to set up a meeting that Roger can attend with him. The team members need to be aware of the parks programmes that are adjacent to the clubs in their remit, so be sure to keep the parks tennis links to the clubs on the agenda as you go around. Roger's going to meet Tom and Kay regarding getting a Parks Tennis Ireland representative on the club development committee. The coaches conference presentation from George Lucas, will you just have a look at that and make sure that all the information that was meant to be put up is there? It's up on the new Tennis Ireland website now. Regarding our meeting on the 25th, the next club development meeting, Roger has asked Maria to lead a session with us after that meeting, and that's to do with tournament software. Can you all be prepared to stay for an extra while on that day, please? And then to remind you that the next update for the board is due on the 15th of November. So can you make sure you have it on that day, please? And I'll need the bar charts as well. Okay, so that was most of the actions from the last meeting. And just in relation to the items on the agenda for our most recent meeting, in relation to reporting, don't forget about the percentages. We're going to need those every 2 weeks. And then we need a monthly planner in advance along with each report that you submit for the board. Okay, the school's tennis. Alwyn doing quite a lot of work, as you know. If you're following some of the stuff on Facebook, you'll see over the last 3 weeks she's introduced over 1,100 children to tennis. She was down in Cork there recently, just before Halloween, down in Whitechurch. So she's doing a lot of that kind of work around the country and making quite a good impact. So we really need to be asking the clubs to tap into the work that Alwyn is doing. Again, just coming back to the club mark from the agenda, the clubs that we talked about, Castlebar, Claremorris, Portmarnock, Malahide, Deer Park, Glasnevin, Crosshaven and Catholic Institute, and Castleknock have come into the fore recently. So we've got 3 signed up, so let's just keep working and trying to get those other clubs signed up as well. And don't forget to have child protection on your agenda all the time, and also enjoy tennis. And of course the school's tennis programme and the park's tennis programme. So coming back to Connor's suite of documents, what we agreed at the meeting is that we'd all take a heading each and work around the template that Connor produced. So we've got the affiliation document, which Connor is looking after, and it's also for future affiliates as well. Then there's the club development suite, which Peter will look after. And don't forget, we still have that brochure that has been put together for our club development as well. Garrett is going to look after performance. I'm going to have a shot at coach education, and then Tara is going to look at the office administration. So if we all have a go at that and see what we can come up with, and then we can have a look at each other's over the next couple of meetings. Okay, so just to conclude, will you have a look at the operational plan for October, November, December, and what objectives are set for us all in each one of the areas that we're looking after, and how we're getting on. Our next meeting then is the 8th of November at 9:30 on conference call. Thanks. See you soon.